Okay, guys, I'm live. We're live. I'm doing what I always do, just quickly checking that the audio is okay. Should be. I'm good to go. Yep. Right. So I'm going to just wait a minute or two just to some people come on because, you know, at the start of a stream, there's only a few people there. But if you can see the title of this stream, it's about Hexxcoin. And to be completely honest and upfront, this isn't a coin that I knew a lot about before. In fact, I only heard about it tonight because a few people tweeted me about it. So I want to talk about this, and one reason I want to talk about this is because this coin is mooning. It's going to the moon. And that's always good if you've got some coins. Hey Matt, welcome to the stream. So I'm going to talk about Hexxcoin, and you can see here, look at this, 136%. Now, if that isn't a moon, I don't know what a moon is. That's insane. Now, I'll be honest, my spidey sense started tingling initially. I didn't know if this was a pump and dump. I didn't know what was going on, but it appears it's just a new team. And that's good news because we do see a lot of coins going up in price for no reason, and that, you know, sometimes that does point towards manipulation. But yeah, it looks like there's a new team that's taken over this coin. So we're going to talk more about this coin, and I'm going to be learning more about this as well. Hi Di, good to see you. Thanks mate, I've been a little bit busy the last few days, so I've not been able to do a live stream, but I'll try and do another one this week. I wanted to talk about Hexxcoin in this one. So I've had a quick look at this. I've had a quick look at the coin. I've had a quick look at the white paper. I am by far and away not an expert on this. Not an expert on this. I will be learning about this coin during this stream, and hopefully there'll be some guys, you know, dropping by and explaining how it all works, correcting me when I make mistakes. But at the very least, hopefully I'll help you guys learn more about the coin and whether you want to invest in it. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's insane. So I'm going to just start exploring it. Hi, Mike. Hi, Francisco. Or Francisco. And hi, everyone. Who I dropped by the Hex Discord group there. Everyone seems really friendly, and that's always a good sign. And I said to a few people there that I was coming live, so if you drop by from the Discord group, hello. Shadiest team ever seen. Okay, Matt has just said it's a pump and dump. They come into the Bitcoin private Telegram and they tell everyone to dump their Bitcoin private and buy Hex. Admittedly, I wouldn't. I don't think that's a good thing. That's not really a good. That's not a good way to promote a coin. I don't think it is. Francisco Silva said there's a Hex fork Q3 Bitcoin 0x. And that's why a lot of people have been drawing comparisons between this coin and Z Classic because it's been forked, but I don't know if that's where the similarities end. Norm says, one of the developers in Bitcoin Private disclosed a bit of an unofficial info about creating a Z exchange only for privacy coins. Can this be a game changer and make Bitcoin Private moon? I'm not sure, Norm, but I'm going to try, if I can, I'm going to try and keep this stream mainly about Hexxcoin, not about Bitcoin Private, because we've talked about that a lot, and I want to focus more on Hexxcoin, at least for the first hour of the stream. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for, probably 2 hours max if I'm honest, but Matt says they use zero coin tech, which is outdated, zero proofs in tech. ZK Snacks. Bill read about this last night. He says, if we jump on now, we're chasing gains here, unlikely to get wrecked. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I'm not rushing out to buy right now, and one of the reasons I'm not rushing out to buy, despite the fact it's going up in price, is the fact that the majority of volume is at Cryptopia, which is awful. It's an awful exchange. The last time I was on Cryptopia, it took 2 weeks for a Digibyte withdrawal, and you know, from other exchanges, it was like seconds I got my Digibyte. It took 3 weeks for Monero, and when I opened a ticket about it, they told me I'd have to wait 39 days. So yes, I'm not encouraged by it being on Cryptopia, but I won't need to find it here. There's Hexxcoin there. Let's see what's going on here. Right, so where's the market orders? Right, okay, so the market history. Right. So we've got here 87,000 Satoshis here. As far as buy orders go, a lot of people selling. I don't know what the volume is here. Right. I always find that annoying. I don't know if you guys find that annoying as well, but see when you look on an exchange and it tells you the sell orders and the coin price and the buy orders in Bitcoin, I'd rather they showed you Bitcoin and the coin price so that you can directly compare them. But I digress. Okay, Norm, FUD doesn't make a dead coin. What's wrong with you? Bitcoin has FUD. Scott Perry, I got in at $1.75, but only half of my order got filled before it took off. Doesn't surprise me. Utopia is terrible. The thing is, this is the thing that, you know, everyone keeps coming back and comparing coins to Z Classic because they want to get in there early. They want to buy a coin at like $4 and take up to $200 and sell. But is that kind of coin? Is it that kind of coin? Someone, I don't know if it was in the Discord group. I apologise if I think it wasn't in the Discord group, or it might have been Twitter. But someone said it's important to realise that Z Classic, when that started going up in price, we were in a bull market and we're in a bear market just now. Everything is down in price, so you know, it does change things a little bit. So let me see. I'll just kind of move things around here so I can see the comments. The thing is, people are comparing Hex with Z Classic. Right, that's why it's pumping. Volume is slow. Matt just personally booted over 15 Hexxcoin pumpers posting as Bitcoin private holders just to create panic in a Telegram. That's where the strategy is. Just saying. No, that's a good thing to note, Matt. That is a good thing. And you know what? I mean, I don't know, like as Bullet says, who is they? Now, I very much doubt this is coming from the official team. I'd be disappointed if it was coming from the official team. I don't think it is. So what I suspect is that people who like the coin have been going to other groups trying to, you know, promote it and to pump up the price and all that. This is the problem. And see, be honest, Matt, to play devil's advocate, I see this with Bitcoin private followers on Twitter as well. People start becoming like it's almost like a cult. You know, it's like everyone's drinking the Kool-Aid and they all start being religious about it. And when I jumped into the Hexxcoin Discord group, people were already talking about this is going to be 10 times the price in a few days and all this. It's like, granted that the coin is mooning, it is going up in price, but you really do have to take a step back sometimes and, you know, take a chill pill. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I hope it doesn't come from their team. But I mean, as I said, people were doing this with Bitcoin private as well. And sometimes people are so passionate about a coin because they hold the coin that it actually ends up reflecting badly on it. You know, I've seen the same thing about Bitcoin private. I've been quite bullish about Bitcoin private and says that the developers have been doing quite well, but I think their ambassadors program sometimes shed them in a poor light. Okay, so we have 25 people watching now, so thanks to everyone who's watching. I've got a lot of people who drop by all the time. You guys know who you are, but if there's anyone watching for the first time, welcome to the stream. My name's Kevin, and if you ask if it's a Scottish or Irish accent, it's Scottish. Matt's saying he's just whining. He's not whining, he's just sharing facts because all weekend I've had to put up with this BS in the Telegram group, so I thought I would make people aware. No, I think it's a relevant point, Matt. And I doubt we come from the actual team itself, but I suspect there are some people who hold a lot of coins or try to pump the price up. Right, so what I'm going to do actually, it's actually been quite a warm day in Scotland today, so and because I've got 30 GPUs in this room, the room's quite warm today. I don't know what I'm going to do in the summers here. Right, so time to look at Hexxcoin, and when I do this, I apologise, I won't be answering comments as frequently as I was before. It just isn't popular, but I'll try and keep tabs on what you guys are saying. So this is Hexxcoin, and this is a coin that I only found out about a few hours ago. So I'm just going to browse through and learn about it, and you know, we can learn together. We can learn together. So this will probably be $6 now, won't it? Oh, it's dropped down. It's been down in price. It's actually dipped a tiny bit. Still Mundo. So let's go through and read this. Right. As commonly known, it's prominent design. Right. Now, one thing I would say is that I'm right in saying that Hexxcoin, it's about a couple of years old, isn't it? You know, if you go all time, it's actually been there, look at that, July 2015. So this is a new team that's taken it over, so it's just worth pointing that out. This isn't a brand new coin, but I guess for all intents and purposes it is, because a new team's taken it over. Are people dumping Bitcoin private for Hex? I think the even suggestion to, you know, to dump a specific coin for Hex is a little bit strange to me. See what I mean? So Scott's saying you only 2,000 coins to have a master node if you haven't covered that yet. No, I've not covered that yet. I'm still kind of going through. I'm going to look at the white paper in a second. I'm just kind of scrolling down the homepage. Hexxcoin uses a faster block time than Bitcoin. On average, there are only 2.5 minutes between blocks. Faster confirmation times. There are 1.5 million Hex coins in circulation. That's January 2018. Might be different now. Not 1. Yeah, just under 1.6, and it's got 10 million max supply. So from a max supply point of view, it seems quite good. Block reward is only 2 per block. That's really low. That's very, very low. And it's worth noting as well, this is only mineable on CPUs. Now, before I did this stream earlier, I tried to mine this on CPU Opt Miner. CPU Opt, yeah. Any of you guys that mine, I don't know why. Like, I normally use DSTM, but I've used, like, CC Miner sometimes. I've been using the Raven Miner for Ravencoin. I don't know why, but CPU Opt Miner always gets flagged up on antivirus, and it always gets stopped, and it's always a pain in the ass having to add exclusions. I don't know why it does this. I don't know why it gets kind of filtered through and it causes problems, but I can never seem to run CPU Opt Miner. In fact, even when you download CPU Opt Miner on Chrome, they don't even let you download it. You have to go use something like Tor. Raphael is a former Bitcoin private bag holder who dumped all his stash at 80% loss and went all in Hex. Whoa. That's bullish. That's bullish. 50% return on investment on nodes. But it's whether that will last though. Right, so Hexxcoin uses LiDAR 2Z. Now, this may be an idiotic question, but is there a difference between LiDAR 2Z and LiDAR 2Z 330? Is it a modified version of the algorithm? My knowledge of LiDAR 2Z is simply that it's there as an option when I select it on Awesome Miner. That really is my understanding of it. That, you know, I really don't know much about the algorithm. But when I go into Awesome Miner and I choose my, you know, when I choose my algorithm, LiDAR 2Z is there, but not 330. So I might be a little bit ignorant about that. But that's okay. I don't mind being ignorant, guys. This is I've talked about this many times. I don't mind being ignorant. I don't mind acting like an idiot and, you know, maybe saying things that people think I should take for granted, because I'd rather do that and learn than be like that supple man guy and just rip people off. Right. Be careful with Francisco Silva, be careful with HXX, guys. Very low volume and it's only on Contopia. Yeah. 2 million in 24 hours, says Samuel. If you sell Bitcoin private at these levels, that's suicide. I don't see why people are comparing Bitcoin private to this. I know they're both privacy coins, but I think they're very different coins. So I'll kind of jump back to the browser because I'm going off on a tangent. Right, 2.5 minutes average confirmation time, 2 Hex for block. It's a CPU mineable coin using the LiDAR 2Z. and it is using CPU miner opt or CPU opt miner. Difficulty retarget function, HXX ticker symbol, zero coin protocol. Who was it? Was it you, Matt, that was saying that that's outdated? Yeah, I mean, I just kind of use I just use Simple Man as an example there. I just think there's a lot of people in crypto that are scared to admit when they don't know something, and I'd rather just put my hands up and go, hey, listen, I'm an idiot, I don't know this. Not an idiot, I just, you know, when you don't know something, you don't know something. Bill says, with my luck, I'd sell all my Bitcoin private and I'd go all in Hex, and then Bitcoin private will moon, and Hex will dump and get killed. I'm just going to hodl and acquire more Bitcoin private in the meantime. Guys are cutting losses with Bitcoin private. That money can make better gains elsewhere right now. It depends, you know, if how you view Hex. Now, just to, like, I'm not trying to downplay the potential of Hex, but what I will say is, when a coin moons and everyone sees that beautiful mooning graph, people do get carried away. They really do get carried away. So take a step back from this just for a second, and it will serve you well. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you're saying that better gains can be made elsewhere, but we could equally see this drop down to $2-3 tomorrow, you know. And this is something, I talked about this the other day as well. The market doesn't always do what you think it will do or what you want it to do. Look at what happened last week with Verge. Verge got hacked. They tried to fix it and they didn't. It was still hacked, and the developers accidentally forked it. They accidentally did a hard fork and need to try and rewind it. And the coin went up in price. So, yeah. What I'm saying is, this could have the best technology in the world, but sometimes the market doesn't do what it should do or what you expect it to do. So, yeah. Just don't go crazy, guys. You know, it's mooning, it's got potential. Obviously, it's got potential. You know, people believe in it, but once you go down that culty route of believing in a coin, you start losing money. So here's the roadmap. Community takeover, extend new team, core update, X nodes on Hex network, coin funding system, cloud CPU mining services. That's interesting. Cloud X node services, seek new exchange listings, core update 16, proof of stake hybrid implement starts. Right. Light wallet. Oh, there's an FAQ. Right. How do you get involved in the project? Get in touch on Twitter, Discord, or Telegram. You can buy on Cryptopia or Yobit. And as I said earlier, Yobit doesn't have a lot of volume, but it is cheaper there. So it probably would be the place to buy, I would say. When is the fork date? It's been forked already. Right, I'm going to look at the white paper just now. How do I mine it? So this is what I was saying. CPU opt miner. CPU miner opt. I always get that the wrong way around. Now, it is worth noting, this isn't the latest version of CPU miner opt. It's up to, like, I think it's up to 3.84. I think that's right. 3.8. Or in fact, it's up to 3.86. But I don't know if, I don't believe this is like a modified version or something like that. I don't think it is, but yeah. And the main pool, official pool here, chain silo. Let's see what they've got here as far as the percentage. Hi Aaron, good to see you. I will never use Verge again. Be very careful with Verge. Yeah. I think what the team did is demonstrate that they can't be trusted. Don't buy in Yobit. Its wallet is on maintenance. Okay, thanks for that, Nicholas. I mean, I would add to that, don't buy on Cryptopia either, because, you know, I had like over 3 weeks to get my coins out, and they don't respond to tickets. Cryptopia is horrendous. It really is horrendous, guys. I can't stress that enough. And I realise that everyone's experience is different, but bear that in mind. Pool hash rate, that's because it was kilohash. So what's that? 5,000 mega hashes. Is that right? Am I reading that? No, that's not right. That's a decimal point. So 5,000 kilohash per second there. Pool efficiency 99.61%. Right, okay. So what pool do I use? How can I donate to the project? Right, okay. Right, so that's the one-page website. Now, first criticism I would give, I've got no idea who these guys are. There's no transparency. There's nothing about the guys that developed it. And I realise people talk about cryptocurrencies being, you know, decentralized and all this kind of thing, privacy. But when it comes to coins like this, I like to see these guys active on Twitter. I like to see these guys with ties on at conferences giving presentations. Not to say that that means this is a scam. Of course it doesn't. And I realise that, you know, ultimately it does come down to the code. I'm not saying that, but it just makes me feel good. Makes me feel good inside. Right, Matt Anderson, when you buy a coin, you're buying the trust in the team and the developers behind it. Yes. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say there. You've said it better than I could. Catopia cash outs are fine so far on Hex. That's good to know. The coin has been super pumped. Yes, it has, Aaron. Yeah, it's insane. It really is insane. That's mental. Jet asked about Electronium and Nano. I'm trying to keep this focused on Hex because I go off in tangents enough. Never mind talking about lots of other coins. Right. The name doesn't give you much confidence. Fork pumps are real. Yeah. Yes, they are. So yeah, I was talking to was it Shik.io? He said about getting his mic ready when I said I was going to maybe do a live stream. Is he the main developer? Right, so this is a white paper. So what I'm going to do is get a drink of water. To be honest, I quite like this logo. I'm sure it's just a generic logo they've bought from Graphic River, but I quite like it. Going back to what Matt was saying though, what you were saying, Matt. Very good question. Matt's asking how many developers are on the team. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I would like some transparency about who these guys are. I really would. Now, to go back to what you were saying, Matt, as far as what was it? In fact, I've just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something. Yeah, to go back to what I totally lost my train of thought there. To go back to what you were saying earlier, Matt, about the way they're promoting the coin. Now, I must say, I'm seeing this a lot in the Discord groups and the Telegram groups. Now, we can criticise the way they're doing that. I don't agree with the way they're doing that, you know, promoting Hexxcoin on other Discord groups. But I will say that's also how I found out about Ravencoin. It's also how I found out about other coins. It's one of those things. People keep doing it. Stop the FUD on YouTube. One guy is saying, I'm reading this in Discord groups. A guy just said, stop the fear, uncertainty, doubt on YouTube. One guy is saying, HXX has no developers. I don't know if he's referring to me, if he's watching live. I'm not saying it's got no developers. I'm saying there's no transparency. You know what? A little bit of fear goes a long way. It actually is good to have a little bit of fear. And guys, just bear in mind, don't take this personally. If I'm talking about a coin, I don't know a lot about coin. I think a cautious approach is good. And I think questions are good. Putting your head in the sand and saying, la 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 la, this is the best coin in the world, stop saying bad things. That will lose you money. It is. It's important to ask questions. It's important to be skeptical. And it's also important to flip-flop. And by that I mean, I might be bullish about a coin and say I think it's got potential. But, you know, 2 months down the line, I could say I don't think the team are doing well. And the reason I'm saying that is because there will inevitably come a point where I've said a coin is, you know, looks good, and then things will change. And, you know, to use the Verge as an example as well, you know, if I'd listened to, I wasn't really following Verge, but if I'd listened to all the fear and all the advertising that Verge was pushing, then, you know, how would I have responded when they messed up with the hack? They will reveal themselves soon enough, like the Jedi. Oh, sorry, not the Jedi, the Sith. Right, Manny, that's not true. The thing is, Matt, I think I would just like people to be a little bit more transparent. I think if they went into a room and just kind of talked about it, you know, because other people do want to learn about the coins, but it's just the way they're going about it. Aaron's saying to be very cautious. I think that's healthy as well. I think that's healthy. And the thing is, people talk about FUD, but really we should be talking about FOMO. We should be talking about fear of missing out. There's a lot of people buying right now simply because they're saying, well, Z Classic was $4 and it shot up to $200. I don't want to miss out. So they're going to put all their money in this. Now, people will start panicking and losing faith quickly if this doesn't keep mooning or if it drops to $3, $4 the next day, despite the fact the coin is the same coin as it was. So that's worth noting as well. Where is Shiki? I don't know. I don't know. I think he said he was going to come by. It's a fork pump. They do this. It could be. Buy it now says paid through Exchange Limited. That's an interesting YouTube name. It's only mooning because someone compared it to the next Classic. It's good to see. It's good to see all the kind of different views here, guys. I think that's good. We've got a good mixture of fanatics and people that don't believe this is going anywhere, and that's good. Dai said everyone is having their trust taken advantage of and being screwed over by developers. No one is immune. So if someone takes likes a coin, it later turns out to a scam. It's not that person's fault. They were deceived too. Yeah, good point. Just for me personally, I like to see the developers behind a coin before they put money into it, and it seems like a very fluffily well done website, and it looks a little too good to be true. This coin's actually been here for a few years though, Matt. I don't know if this is the same website that they had, but you know, this coin has been here for a few years. But basically it was dead until, you know, someone's obviously saw it and thought we could take this over. You can call these developers on the phone. Well, I don't think I need to call them on the phone or anything like that because I've got the white paper here. More than happy to see people make gains from this. Congrats. Feels like gambling if I jumped on this chain. I think that's what a lot of coins, that's what it is. Now, the thing is, everyone talks about Z Classic, but no one talks about the fact that, well, a lot of people lost money on that as well and how much it tanked afterwards and how much Bitcoin Private has tanked. Right, I'm going to just have a very quick look through the white paper. Here we go. White paper version 1. So I'm just going to quickly summarize. Obviously, I'm not going to look through every single thing here. Hexxcoin started in early 2015 as a Crave fork, but quickly got abandoned by the original developer. Then, early 2017, a new developer emerged and proceeded with the Hexxcoin swap 2017, in which the coin got updated to a Zcoin fork. In late May, this developer stopped responding. Right, so this has had two developers previously, and both of them have dropped it. And then in December, a new developer took over. Who is this developer? Who is he? This is what we want to know. How does he call me? I'm not looking to take a call for this. I'm not looking to take a call on this because I don't have Skype or anything like that set up. I'd have to do it a different day because I don't have Skype set up for calls. That's something I could definitely set up another day though. It's the dodgy exchanges that put me off buying a lot. They do have developers, Mr. FUD. Yeah, Matt's saying Bitcoin Private still has a strong game plan. Bitcoin Private dropped the ball huge. Right. I'll jump back. I'm going off in tangents here, guys. So I'm trying to talk to you guys. Right, I'll try and get through this. If I can. I would be happy to speak to developers if they, you know, if they wanted to talk about the coin, etc. But you know, from a technical point of view, it is something I need to set up. I need to. It's a pain in the ass if I'm honest. You know, with Skype and all that, I need to get software for it, and it's not something I've did in the past. So I'd have to learn how it all works and then make sure it all, you know, do tests and all that. So I don't have it set up. So problem: Bitcoin transactions are not private. We've been here before with other privacy coins, so we know all about that. History of privacy solutions, mixer operator, low volume, ring signatures and ring confidential signatures. Right, so wait up. There are several approaches to mitigate this problem. Transaction mixers, excuse me. This approach is used by Monero. Nowadays, Monero uses a ring confidential transactions as an extension, right? Two more recent approaches are ZK Snarks, Zcash, and the zero coin protocol. Right. So they're explaining the different ways of tackling privacy. Then it's got talking about the ZK Snarks privacy. So, you know, Z Classic, Zcash, Bitcoin Private, Komodo, all the Equihash ones basically. And then it's got the zero coin protocol. As with ZK Snarks, we refer our readers to this paper for extensive description. I've read about zero coin before in an article, and someone explained the difference between them all. But I'll be honest, it kind of went in 1 year, sat around for an hour or so, and then left. Shakio here, how do I call you? You can just post here. If you post here, because I don't have anything set up for you to call in and have your... The problem isn't you calling me. The problem is everyone else hearing your call, and I'm not set up for that. So it would have to be another day if you wanted to talk. But feel free to post anything if I'm saying anything wrong, or if you'd like to clarify something. If you are Shakio, are you the main developer? I'd love to know more about the development team. That's the one thing that isn't on the website, and I think it's the one thing that would give some people confidence. So there's more information about the coin down here. Hexxcoin parameters, 2.5 minutes. This is information. It's on the website. Block size is 4 megabytes. Current supply is 1.5 million. The max supply is 10 million, pretty much. 0.7 Hexxcoin per block will be distributed among miners. Okay, so there's a block reward on every block that's going to be distributed between X node owners. You need to have 2,000 Hexxcoins, a dedicated IP address, and to be able to run 24 hours a day. So basically, you'd have to, you know, get a masternode service with a hosting company. Community fee, 0.5 Hexxcoin per block. So the community fee is the fee going back to the developers, is that right? Is that right? Where am I? Rewards per block is 2 Hexxcoins. Mining, Hexxcoin per block, we distribute it. So of the 2 Hexxcoins, mining, am I reading this right? Oh, it's 0.5, yeah, 0.5. Once enough X nodes are built, the block reward for the community fee will be removed and instead used for staking. Right, so what do you guys think about that as far as the community fee? What's your thoughts on that? So I just saw in the Discord group, I'm a marketing lead. If any of you have any marketing ideas, please private message me. I'm going to reply to the Discord group there. Right. So yeah, proof of work algorithm, advantages over other zero coin protocols. Right. So I'm boring myself reading this because I'm just kind of skimming through it. But basically, this is a privacy coin. They went with the zero coin protocol instead of ZK Snarks. They've got 2 coins per block, which is very, very low. But it is a CPU mineable coin. There isn't any... in fact, sorry, I missed this here. ASIC GPU resistance ensures a better decentralization. Right, so it's never going to be GPU mineable. And you know what? That's all good. You know, there's enough GPU coins out there, so I think that's good that this is a CPU mineable coin. But what it means is, you know, you could use like dedicated servers. It would certainly make a lot more money by having, you know, like a Threadripper or something like that. A lot of cores, a lot of threads. So yeah, that's the white paper. So I'm going to catch up with the comments now. So I apologise that I'm going to be a couple of minutes late in the comments that were left there. It's basically the Z Classic. So Scott Perry is saying it's basically Z Classic, except early in the story instead of the 2-minute warning since the fork is Q3. I didn't cash in my Bitcoin private to make this move. It's game over for Bitcoin private, but so many of them are still in denial. I don't think it's game over, but I'll talk about that another day. They do want to talk. They're trying to go out now. You implied you could do that on Discord, man. Michael, I said I would be doing a live stream. I never said I would be like bringing in calls. I'm not a radio show. I don't have like a public phone number or anything like that. If I had anything set up with Skype, I could talk to people over the phone, but I wouldn't want to have a conversation without my viewers watching it. So I'd have to get recording software. I'd have to test all that. I've never did this. I've never had to do that in the past, which is why I've never did it. And to be honest, it's not something I have kind of sought out to do. The reason is I have did Skype calls and I have had conference calls and all that. These things never go to plan. They never do. And then when you're using like, you know, a decent mic with an audio interface and all that, someone phones up with their, you know, with their phone or something, and the audio quality isn't good and you can't hear them and the picture isn't good, and it's a pain. But I would be willing to try and set up something. Of course I would. He doesn't have the setup. I don't see. Can he not just post here? If he posts a comment here, he's now saying he's not wanting to talk today. Shame. Are you talking about me, Michael? I don't know if you're talking to that. I never said I didn't want to talk to anyone. I don't know. Basically, in the group, I said I might do a live stream about Hexxcoin, and someone seems to have taken that the wrong way, as if I was going to do a live interview with someone, despite the fact I said I'll be streaming in 5 minutes time. This, you know, for calls like that, you do have to schedule them, you do have to prepare them. Norris, good to see you, buddy. Just took advantage of the near all-time high of Verge and sold all yours. I think that's a smart move. Kev, do not take calls from anyone. I would if it was suitable. I joined at the start of February. Well, like the people that are saying they're representing the Hexxcoin team, please, you know, be vocal about it. Tell us who you are. Tell us your name, your Twitter account. Tell us, you know, your background in developing and all that. This stream was about learning more about Hexxcoin, about learning more about what this coin is for. You know, if you want to kind of promote the coin, I think it's good to be transparent and teach people more about, you know, where you guys are coming from and what you're trying to do. Main developer is Dev007. Okay, thanks for that. Dean's List says it's a shitcoin. Hangouts work, but Hangouts doesn't. I'm not set up for it, guys. I haven't set up for it. You need to. Can I just point out for a fact that I never said I was interviewing anyone on this stream, like live in a telephone call. I don't know why there's this misinterpretation that I was. You can't like set up a stream and then say, right, we're going to do a live call in 5 minutes if you haven't prepared for it. So I don't know why someone keeps bringing that up. Yeah, I'd be happy to set it all up. I'd have to install software. Holiday Inn Express. Right, wait there. I need to catch up with the comments. I'm a little bit behind the comments, guys. I'm trying to go through them all. Francisco says, sometimes people don't care about the coin. They're there for the pump only. Yep, that's always going to be there. Or for the fire sale. Okay, ask away. I'll answer here. Can you ask in the... No, I'd prefer if you're going to answer. Can you ask it? Basically, I've got the Discord group, guys, and I could probably show you. Discord isn't going. I can't like see that I can show you awesome miner here. For whatever reason, when I try to do that with Discord, it's not showing through OBS for recording. So if you're going to ask questions, could you do it on the channel so that everyone else on YouTube could see that and they can see the answer? Because at the very least, I want people who are watching this video to see what the questions are. So just post there if you can, if that's okay. Matt Anderson, because a hotel or vendor accepts Bitcoin private, it only costs them 0.6 for that channel, where a credit card is 3%. The credit card transactions, you have to worry about chargebacks. That's true. Matt is spanning Bitcoin private. No, this bloke in the pub told me you were doing a phone in, Kev. This is a hex stream. Yeah, predominantly, you know, if something is related to, you know, a particular coin. The reason Matt was bringing that up initially, though, is because people were going to his Discord group and spamming. They were spamming his Discord group and saying, sell your Bitcoin private to buy Hex. So I think that's why he brought that up. And for those that kind of watch it for the first time, Matt's been on my live streams a long time. He's not a spammer or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. He's not a shill either. Hookers and blow for days on days if this coin goes 200 plus. So basically, I got a message there on the Discord group, and they were saying ask your questions here, but I'm trying to. I'd rather keep it all on YouTube, because for whatever reason, like for me to show you guys what they're asking right now, I'd have to do. Let me see, what would I have? I'd have to do something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's not practical for me to share that. It's just not practical. I'd rather they ask in the YouTube area. It's just more practical for me to do that. Samuel is Matt Guy with funny haircut. Try and stay on topic, guys. As far as that, you know, this isn't a this coin is better than that coin. This coin is better than that coin. Leave the kind of Android versus Apple, Xbox, PlayStation kind of crap behind. You know, all we're all trying to do here, every one of us, is make money. It's not personal. It's not. You know what I mean? Unless you're a developer. No, it's cool. It's cool. I just, you know, I'd rather just everyone we all talked about this. Like, for me, I don't know enough about Hexxcoin to say whether it's this or that. I'm learning about this coin today, which is why I wanted to do the stream, because I know there's a lot of guys out there who know more about the coin than me. No, it's cool, Samuel. Yeah, I would agree. Nodes seem to be a big attraction of this. I'm far from being an expert on nodes. I've looked into it a little bit as far as nodes go, as far as master nodes go. I've got like a dedicated server myself that I manage, so I do understand how to manage a server, but I've not set up a master node yet, so I've not looked into the ins and outs of how you do it. But it does seem to be one of the biggest selling points of this coin, in addition to privacy, and in addition to the fact that this is CPU mineable, because there's not too many good CPU mineable coins. Ideally, I would have liked to have mined this for a little bit, for a while before a commodity stream. Is there anyone watching who is mining this through their CPU? Can you give us an idea of how many coins you're getting for, say, an 8700K, 7700K, or Threadripper, or whatever? The Cave is saying the nodes are the best selling point. 50% return on investment in nodes is a very good return. Right, so the 50% return on nodes, you have to buy 2,000 coins, and I assume that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of people buying today. So you're getting, the Cave is getting 3 coins per day. Right. Mining gets 0.2 per day using a 5k. What do you mean a 5k, Michael? What CPU is that? What CPU? Are you talking about a 5 gigahertz CPU or? Yeah, I know a processor, but for example, I've got an 8700K, an Intel, which is well, what is it? It's 3.8 up to 4.7, but I can overclock it to 5K. Saying 5K doesn't tell you anything about the CPU or the threads or the cores or anything like that. You know, the more threads you have. An Intel i5, right? Okay. 0.2 per day using 0.2 per day. So what are we talking about just now? So 0.2 per day, a fifth of that. So what's that? Like $1.20 or something? $1.20 from an i5. That's actually pretty good. So with my 8700K, we got a lot more than that. A free Amazon server, yeah. On Amazon, is it AWS? What's that? I always forget. I use Amazon for backups. I use Amazon for website backups, so I am familiar with the backup systems, and you know, a lot of people are hosting with them now. It would definitely be one of the cheapest ways to host it. Norlis is feeling a little bit left out. Right, so Norlis, basically, I only found out this about tonight. A new coin. This coin has been here for a few years, right? This is my very basic, very bad summary, but this coin's been here since 2015. It's been taken over by two developers, both of which have dropped the coin, but new guys have taken it over. The coin is a privacy coin. It's CPU mineable. There's 1.5 million coins mined already, but it's only got a 10 million max supply. So it uses a LiDAR2Z algorithm, CPU mineable using CPU. I'm getting this backwards again. CPU opt miner, zero coin protocol, and it uses nodes. So if you get 2,000 coins, you can start your own masternode. But my only criticism so far, I would say, is that you know, they're not transparent about who they are and things like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. They might have just rushed through the website and have not left that out. Okay, on to the Discord group. Shaquille seems, it seems Kev was not prepared. I got the mic, I'm more prepared. Shaquille, if you're watching, I don't know why you think, I think we get mixed up here. I just meant I was live streaming about the coin to talk about the coin. I never said this was like a phone-in show or anything like that. I can certainly do that though. I can look into, we can do a video and we can call, and we can, you know, we can do another video and we can talk about it. We can do a live stream or whatever. But if you do have questions, just go into the live stream, post them. If you post the questions at the side or post the answers at the side, you know, we can have a discussion. We don't have to do it with a mic. But if you are looking to, you know, I realize you guys are obviously wanting some exposure for the coin, so I'd be happy to do another video with you guys. But sorry, I think we kind of get mixed up. And I never said this was like a live phone-in. It's not like mining Moon like a mofo. You mining this? I tried to. The reason I haven't is because I spent 15 minutes trying to mine it. For whatever reason, my antivirus keeps picking it up. I keep excluding it. It always gets caught with CPU opt miner. I don't know why. It's very annoying. Kev was not... Why do you keep saying I'm not prepared as we thought? Why do you keep saying that? I don't understand. I said I'm doing a live stream. Drop by. I'm going to talk about Hexxcoin. And now you've got it that I'd agreed to some interview. I never said that. You can scroll back in my comments. I never said that I was going to do that. You suggest this if I'm not prepared. I've got all the equipment I need. I mean, I could do Skype calls. The problem is, if I do a Skype call with you, everyone else can't hear you. And for me to set up any kind of live stream, I need to do lots of tests, audio tests. I need to make sure that the levels are okay. And basically, the way it works is, you know, I've got an audio interface. I think for me to manage your audio levels correctly, I'd have to put it in as an XLR mic or run it through the mixer somehow. It's all technical. It's all a pain in the ass, but it's something I'd have to do. And it's not, you know, I literally just said, hey, I want to learn more about the coin. I'll do a live stream and ask people. What would you like to see from the team developers? Good, very good question, Samuel. Personally, I would like to see more transparency about who they are. I've asked them to come here a few times in the Discord group, and they said they're disappointed that I'm not ready for the interview. I didn't say I was doing it. I'm honestly starting to think these guys are just trolling me. I don't know if you guys are trolling me. Michael, he says you do a live stream and then you posted a link and said, see you there. Ah, right, okay. Yeah. Jem, hello Kev. Monero or Raven. They're two very different coins. Only CPU at the moment then. Yeah, it's only CPU mineable and it's by design, which I think is a good thing. Kev, he is trolling you. Nah, I think it is just a misunderstanding. It's okay. It's all good. We can definitely sort something out. Shikio, give me a message on Discord. We'll sort something out. This was very rushed from my side of things as far as, you know, getting it sorted. No, I'm not want to block them. I want to learn more about the coin and I want to help others learn more about the coin. So blocking the developers over a misunderstanding doesn't achieve anything. If he wants to do an interview, he has to arrange it first. Kevin, your channel experiencing growing pains. Yeah. Right, I'm going to check the Discord group because everyone keeps saying check the Discord group. Kev made it, right, Captain Finney said Kev made it sound like he would interview Shakio. I never said that. Right, okay. He is helping either way. That's the thing, guys. Just a misunderstanding. I'll need to look back at what I said. What did I say? What did I say here? Let's get to the bottom of this. Right, what did I say? Can I find it? Discord's pretty crap. Sometimes we're scrolling back, isn't it? I can't find anything. Hex fans trolling? No, I don't think so. You've got a tidy mic there. Looks familiar, but I can't remember. This is a Shure SM7B. Famous because Michael Jackson used it in Thriller. Right, see if I can find this. I've scrolled way too high. He's obviously a foreigner, can't grasp Scottish. Kevgate. Is that the mic that needs a lot of gain? Yeah, I actually moved the booster that I had. I used to have it here, but I moved it down to my audio interface. My audio interface is... It's the... Have I got the box here? I don't have the box. In fact, I'll show you just now. My thoughts on Bunny Token are, Russell, I think that comes across like a scam. Seems like some sort of pump and dump type thing. Not confident on that at all. Let me see. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's... I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a little bit of noise coming through that. Right. Right. So this is the benefit of Norless. That's my audio interface there. Audient ID 22. That's it there. That's where the magic is happening. It's quite good. Right. ID 14. Ah, right. Basically the same. I've got two XLRs, you've got one. It's pretty much the same. I think it's got the same... what do you call it? The same... Oh God, I'm lost for words here. What do you call it? For boosting the mic. I can't think of that. There's a technical term I'm trying to think of. Right, see if I can scroll past here. Right, so confusion starts at 9:46 on Discord, by the way. Right, so I'm gonna bring this round, right? And guys, it's just a misunderstanding, but let's put Kevgate to bed. Right, let's put Kevgate to bed, because this seems to have grown arms and legs over the last 20 minutes. Right, so this is Discord, right? And I said, hey guys, I'm going to try to find out more about Hex. And the reason I say this is because people were sending me messages on Twitter about it. A lot of people have been contacting me about it. Do the main developers hang out here often? Krytos says, yes, they do. Very active community here. They're all here all the time. So that's good. I said, cool. I didn't say anything on the website. I may do a live stream about it just now on my YouTube channel. I'm still learning about it. Also, it'd be good if some people drop by and explained. That's it. But you can see here, you ask, I answer, no preparation. How about a live sitting? See, I was saying haha there to something else, I think. Right, I think this is where the confusion is. I saw that as like a little music thing. I didn't know that was like a... I didn't even see that. I missed that. I must have been saying haha to something else. And he said, let me search for a mic. And at this point, I was standing in front of my... see here where it says, let me search for a mic. I was, doing the thumbnail and preparing the YouTube stuff. So I didn't see that. I apologise. So, yeah, that's where the confusions came from, guys. Shiko must have interpreted... I didn't see the live sitting message, so that's where it came from. But it's all good. It's all good, guys. It's not a big thing. Bloke in the web told me that they heard in the Disco app you were doing a phone in about mics and audio interfaces. I know. So let's check back with Hexxcoin. It's now above $6 by the looks of it. It's still mooning, guys. This is mooning like a maniac. It really is mooning. Unless... Is Shikio still watching? Is Shikio still watching? Got to dash. No problem, Michael. Thanks for dropping by with the stream. I do appreciate it. If Shikio... Okay, Shikio's still watching. That's good. No, it was definitely a misunderstanding. If you want, we can do something really basic. And I can put Skype via my phone. If you want, just do Skype via my phone, and we can just do it like that. If we could try something like that, if you wanted to. Not the best. I could. See, I've got other mics. Is the thing. I do actually have another mic I could plug in, and then just set the phone next to it. But we could try and do that if you think that would work. If you'd like to do that, we could do that. Price up 10% since your video. I only charge 5% for that as well. I don't charge that much. McAfee charges 105 grand a tweet. I'm not charging that much. Jem says got to be a pump and dump. I disagree. Don't get me wrong though. That was my, I always kind of have hesitations with when coins moon. But it does look like it's a new team that's taken over. A lot of potential. A lot of people have faith in the project. Mark, if there was a UFC showdown between 10 1050 Ti's, 3 1070s and 2 1080 Ti's, who would come out on top? I don't know what the hash rate is of a 1050 Ti. I have 1080 Ti, so I know what they I know what they do. It's doing well. It's doing very well. Where it goes tomorrow, we don't know. But I mean, I'm still cautious. One of the reasons I didn't rush out to buy some coins is because it's only on Cryptopia just now in Yobit, and I'm not confident with those exchanges. Nola says 4 1050 Ti's is roughly the same as 1 1080 Ti. Right. The news is just spreading about the fork up coming and the great node rewards. Hi, Gigaloader. Matt Anderson, 1050 Ti does 180 sols. Right, so we're talking 10 of those, 1800 sols. 1080 Ti is about 700 to 750. So I would say the 1050 would actually be better, but you have to take into account, you know, 2 GPUs versus 10, because 10 you might have to have would probably draw more power. It would draw more power, and you might need 2 motherboards. I can share my screen there easy. Right, I'm going to log into Skype. Let's see if I can do this. In fact, I can't log into Skype. Right, this is another problem. I'd have to do it through my phone, because because I'm recording with my webcam. Is there a way to do this? Is there a way to do this here? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so I'm talking to Shaquille there on Discord. I'm going to try to think of the best. What do you think would be the best way to do this here? Skype. The problem is I can't actually. I would only need to see your screen, Shaquille, because obviously you can see me and hear me. So you would only need to show me your screen. Spare tablet. I don't. This is one thing I've been wanting to buy, a tablet, but what I can do is Skype on my phone could be the best way to do it. What's your Skype? What's your Skype? We can try Skype and see what happens. It's not going to be the best. We'll work something out. I could always bring my overhead camera over or something. It's going to be the worst setup ever. No, this is I'm going to need a tablet or two after this. Canon string. I know, this is the thing, guys. I wasn't organised for this. I think it was just a misunderstanding as far as whether there would be an interview or something. But I'm more than happy to get the developer side on this, because I do realise, you know, setting up interviews and things like that for new coins, as far as setting things up, it can be a pain sometimes. But it would also be good to hear that people, you know, from the other side. It would be good to hear from the other side. You know, obviously, I'm mainly talking from a mining point of view and a trading point of view as far as selling coins to buy coins and things like that. So it'd be good to hear from a developer side. And, you know, sometimes developers get bad press, and we expect the world of them. If you're watching, Shaquille, if you want to do Skype or something. Am I mining Hex now? No. I didn't have enough time to kind of try it out. I'll maybe try it though. I'll maybe try it with my computer later. The problem is, I don't know if I can show you. My malware kept... See whenever you download CPU Miner, whenever you download CPU Miner, it always gets flagged up with virus. I don't know why that mining software does, and all the other mining software doesn't, and it's fine. I don't know why. Kev, can you ask him how we buy their coins from a less dodgy exchange? I did see an announcement that they were going to add Hex to another exchange. I'll see if I can find that. There was something on Twitter about this. I think they're adding to another exchange. Let's see if we can find this. Right, so they've selected Crypto Bridge. So they're going to be adding Crypto Bridge in the next few days. That's pretty cool. So Crypto Bridge is where Raven was being sold. So it's not Shay Satoshi, no. Scott says, if you have a developer on, please tell them to get a working wallet that doesn't take 5 days to sync, that I don't have to edit by copying and pasting their update. I'm not a computer expert, but they are. I downloaded their wallet earlier, and it's like an Electrum wallet, isn't it? I think it's just an Electrum wallet they've got just now. Jump to present. And Dominus Kev, hi there, I just saw your message there. Crypto Lemma, enjoyed your review. Let's set it up though for the live chat. Yeah, I'm up for that. So if there's any developers out there from the team, Indominus says there, please tell your followers to download and use the chain files for wallet. So, see, I downloaded the wallet. So he's recommending that when you go to Hexxcoin, go to get wallet and to download the chain files. So I assume that would speed up the sync. It will speed up the process and only takes an hour or two. Right, okay, thanks for that. Thanks for letting me know. If you one of you guys want to get in touch with me as well through Discord, we can set something up as far as doing a call, whatever you think is the best way to do it. We'll sort something out. I like the tech behind Raven. Yeah, Raven seems it's got a lot of a lot of people behind it. There's and Discord group as well. And Dominus says, if anyone else needs helping with setting up a node, please come and talk with us. Right, that's good to know. The coin is still mooning by the looks of it. Now the question is, how is this going to be tomorrow? That's, from an investment point of view, that's what a lot of people will be interested in, seeing what's happening. I'm surprised it dropped there. That's quite interesting. So it was as high as, what's that there? $8.11, 114,000 Satoshis. Wow, I didn't realise it was that high earlier on today. So I actually peaked earlier this morning. Mark, thanks for your comments, guys, for going off topic, looking at buying some second-hand GPUs. I still don't think it's a good time to buy GPUs, if I'm honest. Unless you want to buy mine. They are starting to come down in price a little bit. Insert commercial here. Yeah, it's... So, I'd love to... What do you guys think about Hexxcoin? Let me know what you think. Give me your overall opinion of it. As far as speaking to the developers, there was a little bit of a misunderstanding. I hope those guys didn't take it personally. It was just we were joking about it, but there was a misunderstanding there. But I'll try and get those guys on for either a recorded video or we'll do a live stream. And if we do a live stream, then hopefully other people can ask questions as well. So, as I said, I've not done that before. It's not something I think is difficult. It's just you need to test everything and make sure everything is streaming okay. So I will look into that. I think it'd be good to do. I mean, most of you guys are like me. Like, you're either a miner or you're a miner and a trader, or you're just a trader. But basically, you're looking for new coins to mine and new coins to invest in. It's healthy to have hesitations about new coins. I think it's healthy to look at a new website of a new coin and say, well, why isn't, why is there no pictures of the team? Why is there no videos of the team? Why is there no this or that? I think that's good, but that's not to say that a coin has to have those things. Ultimately it comes down to the code and, that kind of thing. But, the price of a coin and whether a coin goes up or down comes down to the faith that everyone else has with the coin. And I think being transparent about things like that does help. It does help. Well, with some coins. We'll talk about Bitcoin private. That's been tanking. And coins like that. Need to do some more reading about Hex. If you want to find out more about Hex, the website is Hex, HEXX, coin.net. So it's... I'll post it in the The easiest way to do it, actually, the easiest way to find it is just to go to CoinMarketCap and type in Hex or type in HXX. I'll post the links there. You can check it out. Scott says, I did that, but not computer programming. I'm 30 years older than your average crypto trader. I wanted Crypto Mirage's video. Still confusing me. Assuming me watched. Wallet should work without me being a computer programmer. I downloaded the wallet earlier, and I didn't notice any. Syncing issues, but I wasn't. If I'm honest, I wasn't paying attention. I kind of installed the wallet. Let me see. I'll see if I can bring it up. I'm not sure if it was syncing or not. I don't know if syncing comes down to your internet connection and things as well. Oh, it's already open. Right, as far as syncing goes, let's see. So, what Scott is talking about is the wallet, and here we go. This is my wallet, and you can see here 1 year and 7 weeks behind. So I hadn't really paid attention to that earlier on. It's just an Electrum wallet, but you can see it's got 0 coin and X nodes there. But yeah, I'll need to look into that later on. I haven't actually mined to it yet, so I haven't cared about setting it up. You know, I'm not mining. I haven't bought any coins, so wasn't really paying attention, if I'm honest. Internet, and it maxes your CPU load. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. I've had coins like that before. That's actually the reason why I didn't buy Bitcoin about 8 years ago. Is because I was trying to mine it, and I was, the wallet was never syncing because it was in South America. So Indominus, if he's still watching, Indominus, it'd be great if you could leave a comment. I really, I've got the Discord group here, and they keep replying in the Discord group, but I'd prefer if they replied in the YouTube comment here, it saved me repeating it. But if they could say what the process is, I can't even talk. The process is for, copying the chain files if there's a tutorial somewhere. I think I'd love to see things like that on the website, as far as, the way I see it. See when, things like that in the Discord group, where they're like, oh, you can just use the chain files. I think Scott raises a good point. There's other people that, they're not computer programmers. They don't find these things easy. And it would be good to see more articles added to, I mean, it's just a one-page website just now, but it'd be good to see like tutorials on here, how to download the wallet, how to set up a masternode, how to, sync the chain files and things like that. It's probably a lot of these kind of things I think are taken for granted by programmers. But as Scott said, if you're not a programmer, you might struggle with these kind of things. And Dominus just said, we will provide tutorials. That's good. That's good. Good to hear. It's good to hear. Gigaloader, Bitcoin Private was a big money burn so far, but Verge and Ontology is doing good. I still can't work out how Verge is doing well. I really can't work out how it's doing well. Nonetheless, Verge has been a shambles, but inexplicably, if I can talk, has been going up. Verge is puzzling me. I don't understand how a coin can be hacked and hard forked by accident, and you could maybe go, maybe the price didn't go down too much. It went up. How does that work? I don't understand that. How can the coin go up in price? It boggles the mind. But we saw that the opposite. I know people were talking about Bitcoin Private. Bitcoin Private release an update saying that we've added this payment system, we've added a new wallet, we've added this, and it was like all these really good updates, and the price went down. I'm like, I can't work out. I can't work out what. If you're looking for advice as to what coins to buy, do the opposite of what I think will happen. That's the best thing to do. The hack was so bad. It's mind-boggling. Like, I saw there was a good. I'll see if I can find it. There was a post about it on Reddit. Let's see if I can find it. There was someone on Reddit who posted. In fact, I've got it in my video from the other day. I'll find it through that. Someone posted a good article about it. It kind of summarised what was going on with Verge. See if I can do this here. Crypto market is completely bananas. Yeah, that sums it up. Right, so where was it? So I actually talked about this the other day. I talked about this in a little video, but I was talking to Indominus there. I was just talking to him there on the side, and we're saying about setting up a live stream. So I'll try and do a live stream, you guys. I'll talk to one of the developers and we'll find out more about Hex. That'd be good. He said that they're actually going to, more of his plan on coming out, you know, and they're going to be building like a team biography page. They're working on it. Felix Brucker is his name. One of the developers came out and kind of, you know, sharing who he is. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Saying come out as if he's, you know, yeah, I thought that was like a lifestyle choice. You know, he's trying to tell the world there. It's kind of, but yeah, he said that his name is Felix. Felix Brucker is his name, and he's, you know, they're going to be adding a team biography page, so that's good. And by the sounds of it, and this is something I see a lot. And it's probably one of my main criticisms of new coins is that when they release a new coin and they start actively promoting it and they start, you know, spreading word, but they rush in a little bit too quickly. I think they rush in a bit too quickly. I think it would have been better if they had some tutorials, if they had an about page and all that. But, you know, they started kind of marketing it a little bit before that. But I'm not criticising Hexxcoin per se because I'm seeing this time and time again. You know, remember when we were doing a live stream a few weeks ago, if you guys were watching, and we were talking about Raven Coin at the time, and someone came on and talk about Pigeon Coin, and I thought it was a scam or a joke at first, and people came on talking about it, but Pigeon Coin, it was on Bitcoin Talk, but it didn't have a website at all. It had nothing, and you think, can you not wait a few days to get a website up to put more information up rather than everyone asking questions in Discord and Bitcoin Talk, try to figure out what the hell's going on? Do a website, get all the information out there, and it will help well, I think it helps promote a coin better from the start, from day one. But that's good. They're going to do the team biography. To go back to what I was saying about Verge, this was on Reddit, and he summed it up. He says, back in November, December, McAfee tweets about Verge, got his 105 grand for that. Hype starts building up. Verge of the Wraith protocol. Dev made a post asking, right, so the developer made a post asking about paying taxes related to cryptos and Coinbase. A few years after he said that, he started give Verge to our pool so we can reveal a big news day. Didn't get enough money. Some company matched the donation value, so he would reveal it anyway. Didn't reveal it. Postponed to April 16th. 2 days ago, the blockchain was hacked. Developer pushed a fix and they said everything was fine. Wasn't. His hacker still mined free XVG, which is Verge. Now developer pushes another fix. It was a hard fork. He didn't know it was a hard fork. Let me repeat that. The developer didn't know he had pushed a hard fork. Despite this, Verge is riding a pretty substantial rocket in value. So, yeah, nothing substantial is actually, you know, other than them having a good website. The website is pretty cool. So very, very well designed. Apart from having a very nice website, it was all, what's the expression? All style, no substance. All dress, no knickers. I'm sure there's a few other cliches out there. So it's a little bit puzzling. A little bit puzzling that Verge has went up in price. The thing is, though, I mean, I've said this before. I find it strange that when developers push out legitimate updates and, you know, actually improve the functionality of a coin. You need to remember, guys, I know that we are kind of in the start of a... we're still at the start of cryptocurrency. And there is a lot of speculation and gambling, you know, if you're picking a new coin and all that. I realise there is that there. But you need to remember that if you want a coin to eventually do well, it has to be adopted. It has to be used as a currency. All hat, no cattle. There's a good one. Yeah, you have to remember that functionality should be more important. But it doesn't seem to be. Marketing seems to be a bigger influence in the market than anything else. Do you know what I mean? It's bizarre. It really is bizarre. I don't know, guys. I'm the worst. I'm the last guy in the world you should be asking for whether a coin should be up and down in price. Because honestly, the market never goes where I think it's going to go. You know, a coin puts out an update, says they've added a new wallet, that, you know, they've got a payment system, they've added to an exchange and all this, and the price goes down. Coin gets hard forked by accident, it gets hacked, price goes up. Bizarre. Yeah, they were teasing that knowledge. They were teasing it about. I think they were saying that it was going to get accepted by major banks as a payment system and all this, and they had all these partnerships lined up. It's one of those things, though. You don't know if that's actually happening or not. If it's just all, you know, just. I mean, I've said this before. I could just start KevCoin and just say, you know, we've got partners in the banking system. We've got a deal with PayPal. We've got a deal, or we could say, I'm going to reveal big news. And even just saying you're going to reveal big news is enough for people to run out and start buying coins, and start, you know, pushing the price up. Partnership with a German bank, yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? If it happened, it would be huge, but it's most likely just bollocks. Could be. Right, let's refresh. Where are we? Above 6 still? Above 6? Whoa, $6.65. This thing is mooning. Hex is mooning. When I saw this earlier on, it was still only about $5. It is insanely, it is going up in a very, very quickly. I'm pushing the price up, guys. That's what it is. This live stream has pushed the price up. It must be cause and effect. Correlation means causation. That's what it is. I'm taking responsibility for that. And next week I will be selling ICOs and paid tweets. I'm a Hex shell. I know. I'm surprised I've not been called a Hex shell yet. Litecoin pulled a fast one with LitePay. Yeah, that was another one. And they kind of, you know, they come out and apologise for it, but then... Rosanna Marie, so what do you think about Bitcoin Private? I think it's a good coin. I think it's a terrible price. That probably sums up my thoughts on it. I don't know what's going on with exchanges. Really is, you know, they said many times they'd be on hit BTC by the end of March. Still isn't happening. So, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a technical reason, but it is. When you follow like KuCoin and hit BTC and Binance and all that, see the number of tokens and crap coins they add every single day. Yeah. Well, Matt brought a Bitcoin Private earlier and got called a shill, so he needs to stay quiet now. You need to stay quiet, Matt. You can't. You don't want to. We'll have to crack open the shill T-shirt for you to wear the rest of the week. It's funny though, because it's funny how, you know, if someone's got coins, these coins, and they don't have those coins, They don't care about that coin, and then anyone who promotes it as a shell, or anyone who, you know, it's one of those things, you know. I said this earlier. I've definitely got more of a cautious approach rather than, you know, when I saw Hex earlier on, I didn't rush out to buy some thinking I'm going to miss out. But of course, if you do rush out, sometimes you will actually make good money from it. But the number of times that, you know, coins pump and then dump, it does serve you well to be a little bit skeptical and not to just rush in there, you know, blind without learning more about a project. But, you know, talking to the developers, yeah, Hexxcoin does seem like they've got a good team behind it. So I'll talk to them more about it, and we'll find out more about what they're doing. You know, maybe if I check this website in a week, it's going to be different. It's going to have pictures. It's, you know, the team. It's going to have tutorials and all that. So it might be a little bit better next week. Bitcoin Private has been like England in an international football tournament. Bigged up to be great by the English media, but cometh the time, basically bollocks. Well, I'm Scottish. We've not been in a tournament since '98, so I can't really I can't comment on that. But I know what you're saying. But I still think that if you look at the underlying technology of Bitcoin Private, I still think one of the biggest problems they've got is mining. It needs to be a coin that's profitable to be mined. You know, every day when you look at what to mine, Zen Cash is up there, you know, Bitcoin Gold and things like that. Bitcoin Private's never there. And I think more people would be mining the coin if it was profitable. But it can't be profitable because the circulating supply is like 20 million out of 21 million. They need to reclaim those coins. I don't know if I'm wrong here, but that, to me, that seems to be one of the biggest problems. They need to reclaim the coins so that they can increase the block reward and reduce the difficulty. Because right now, it's ridiculous. Like, what is the incentive to mine Bitcoin Private? There's no incentive to mine it when you can buy it for such a low price. I mean, it's sitting there at $14 for, like, anytime I look at Bitcoin Private, I'm like, there's no way it's going to go lower than $20. Yes, it is. It's not going to go lower than $15. Yes, it is. And it's insane. I can't believe how low this is. It's ridiculous. I think this is the problem. That's the problem. That needs to change. But well, we shall see. You'd have to have free electricity to mine Bitcoin Private. Yeah. Well, if you mine it better on the future, though, you would be better mining another coin, cashing it in, and then just buying Bitcoin Private. You would end up with twice as much Bitcoin Private doing that, because it's not the most profitable coin. That's the thing you need to remember as a miner. You know, obviously if it's close, you know, if there's a coin like simplistic, you know, say there's a coin that would make you $100 a day, but the coin you really want is like $95 or $98 per day. You know, for the sake of $2 for sending money to exchanges for fees and all that, you could just mine the coin at $98. But if the coin you like and the one you want to hold long term is like $60, mine the coin at $100, trade those coins in, exchange it for Bitcoin or whatever, and then buy the coin, and you'll get more coins of the coin that you want to actually hold long term. I think that's the better way to do it. It's more of a pain in the arse, obviously, because you have to send the money to exchanges and all that. Right, guys, so I'm not going to stay too long tonight. I'll maybe stay another 20 minutes or half an hour. I'll try and do another live stream this week. As far as when I do it, well, the thing is, Man City's playing Liverpool tomorrow. It's going to be a good game, so I want to watch that. And then the day after that is, well, who's going to be, who's the other one? Real Madrid Juventus, isn't it? Real Madrid Juventus on Wednesday. So I want to watch that as well. But I definitely want to do a video or a live stream or something with the Hex team. Try and get something sorted that I can ask them questions and we can see what it's, you know, find out more about the coin. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't buy Hex. But hopefully if you've watched this stream, you have learned you have learned more about it. Nollis is saying bad things to me, saying I'm a big footy whore. I don't watch football as much as my friends do, if I'm honest. I used to watch more football, but I don't really watch it. But I really enjoyed the game last week. Champions League football is amazing. Come on, the Reds. Die is a Liverpool fan by the sounds of it. Paid through had said on Discord, I sound just like Michael Bisping. I like Bisping, actually. I've seen him. I saw him at UFC Glasgow. I was cheering for him. I quite like him. He's cheeky, but he's a good fighter. Looking at it now, thanks for the heads up. No problem. As I said, guys, I'm not saying buying. I'm not saying don't buy. But I'm going to keep tabs on Hex the next few days, that without a doubt, or even the next week or so. I'm going to find out more about it, and I'm looking forward to chatting to the developers and finding out more about the coin. It does have a lot of cool features. Where the price goes, I don't know, because obviously there's a lot of people who will be buying coins to get the 2,000 limit for a masternode. Whether that goes down afterwards, I don't know, but it's off to a flying start. You know, like it, hate it, you can't deny that this coin is mooning right now. But what happens tomorrow or the next day, that's the real question. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. JC, are you a Hex developer? I don't know if you're talking about me. No, I'm certainly not a developer. I'm not a developer of anything. I don't think you would trust me as a developer. Nollis is only bothered with international footy. I'm the opposite, because Scotland aren't exactly great. The total supply of coins capped in 9. Yeah, JC. I don't know if you're Jesus Christo. I'll scroll down. I'll scroll down to the. There's a part here in the web. Right, so there's a part there. In fact, there's a part that tells you this. It's maybe in the white paper. Where find this here? Yeah, Hexxcoin has a limited total supply of 9,999,999 coins. But the block reward is very low as well. But it's a CPU mineable coin. And you know what? I quite like the fact it's a CPU coin. Granted, from my own personal point of view, you know, I've got GPUs there. You know, I can't mine as much as I'd like to, because I could obviously mine, you know, put all my rigs to it and mine it. But yeah. Now this is the other thing. This is the other thing that I skipped ahead of this earlier. I'm sorry for that. But the other thing is the Bitcoin 0x. In Q3 2018, it's planned to merge Bitcoin blockchain with Zero protocol, creating a completely new coin, Bitcoin 0x BTCZ. It's going to be the first Bitcoin fork that has Zero coin protocol and masternodes. After combining unspent transaction output UTXO, every Hexxcoin and Bitcoin holder will receive Bitcoin 0x at a 1-to-1 ratio. Bitcoin 0x will not have a developer fund. It will be completely independent from Hexxcoin. On the other hand, the development of Hexxcoin will also continue. That's quite interesting how they're going to continue doing both. What's your thoughts on that? I'd actually prefer if they just stuck to Hexxcoin or moved everyone to Bitcoin 0x, I think. Like, how do the developers handle that? I'd like to know that. I think they're saying just 100,000 Satoshis again. So it looks like we're nearly at 100,000 Satoshis. Yep. On Crypto Bridge, Cryptopia, sorry. Over 100,000 Satoshis now for Hex. 24 hours volume pump, 701,000. Oops, didn't mean that. 24-hour volume, $2 million. 323 Bitcoin. CPU mining is more of a leveler. Yeah, I think it's quite good. I think it's interesting. It's different, to say the least. X nodes will be a big thing. Yeah, so I think people are betting on this because of the fork and because of the X nodes. But as far as where this coin goes, I don't know. I'm going to try maybe mine this later. I'm curious as to what I would get as far as mining goes. I've tried to... I'll see if I can do this just now. Actually, in fact, I can't do that. I was going to say I'll try mining with this coin, but I'll be using the same CPU that's actually streaming. And that would just cause problems with the stream. X nodes will be a big thing. Yeah, I think so. I don't have a... I'd have to look into it. So who was talking earlier and said that they're getting 3 coins per day? Finished Debugger. I think this coin has a lot of potential since the market cap is so small. Yeah. You know, from a speculation point of view, a low max supply definitely appeals to a lot of people. You know, you look at these coins like Virgin Tron with like 35 billion max supply. Hi Dominic, welcome to the stream. Kind of tail end of the stream though. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Let's see. To the moon, baby. This is insane. This is insane. 137 point. What's your thoughts on Hex, Dominic? My thoughts is I need to start mining this coin because it's going up in price. Bouncing up and down. Cryptopia. Well, I mean, that's healthy. That's what you want to see, you know. But as far as the market history, it actually looks pretty stable there. If you go down 102,000 Satoshis. So it seems it's steadily going up. It's not bouncing about too much. It's not too erratic. I mean, there's plenty of volume. Yeah. Makes no sense. Well, it's a new team that's taken over. I think that's where a lot of people are getting bullish about it. There's a new team that's taken over. They're going to be adding more information to the website over the next few days. It's master nodes. It's a new coin. It's got a new team. A lot of people are taking a chance on it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not telling anyone to go rush out and buy it. But I might give it a try mining, you know, overnight and just see what happens. Norlis has got an okay CPU in his PC, an i7 4770K. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's a good CPU. Not sure how much Hex you'd get with that. Yeah, I don't know either. Someone was saying earlier an i5, but he didn't go into details as to what i5 he had, because there's obviously lots of different variations of i5s. To be honest, I hate Cryptopia. But someone did say they cashed out from Cryptopia, okay. So I would say Cryptopia simply because if you look on CoinMarketCap, it's where the volume is. But if you can go on to Yobit, check the price on Yobit. Maybe, I don't know if that's updated. I'll have a look. Let's see what the price on Yobit is. An Austrian startup just cashed out 30 million, but don't know if they're Hexxcoin creators. You can't withdraw Hex, right? So Samuel's saying you can't withdraw Hex from Yobit. So that alone, you know, a few people actually did say that. So I would, yeah. Listen, I'm the last guy that's going to promote Cryptopia. I had a very bad experience with it as far as, you know, from a 2 weeks for Digibyte to be withdrawn and 3 weeks for Monero. It's ridiculous. And they take 40 days to respond to tickets. That's the actual reply to you is please allow 39 days, 40 days. It's insane. And I'm reluctant to put money there, but it's the only place to really buy the coin right now. So you have to accept that if you want to buy the coin. I mean, if you've got if you've got a little bit of money sitting there and you want to give it a try, it is mooning. Whether it's going to go down or up, or I don't know. But this coin is mooning, and you know, obviously, when I saw this, a lot of people asking me questions about this. I was reading about it, and then I was like, I'll just do a stream. It's the easy way for me to find out as well, because you know I can do it back and forth. So, yeah, I mean, it's the fact that I'll be talking about it, but there's going to be a lot of other YouTubers talking about it. I think tomorrow there's going to be a lot more people talking about it on Twitter and social media and all that. And we might see more people buy the coin again. It might go back up in price even more. You know, could keep mooning up. Mooning up, is that a term? That is now. I'm looking at this from a mining point of view, whether I can mine it. Yeah, I mean, I should really be using the CPU in my server to mine that coin. Crypto Bridge coming soon, that's true. Yep. I talked about that earlier on. It's on the Twitter account. They'll be added to Crypto Bridge. Crypto Bridge seems like a decent little exchange. I need to follow them actually. I'm going to copy that. I'll open up and I'll open in Chrome, give them a follow. So what are you doing with your Raven coin, Dominic? Are you selling in stages? Or are you keeping some of your Raven coin? No, didn't Raven start off as a CPU? Yes, I think for the first week or two, it was CPU only. And then they offered like a prize to anyone who developed adapted CC miner for it, and they created the Raven miner. And then they did the same for AMD. But it did start off, and this is where I missed the bus, Knowledge, because someone invited me to the Knowledge to the Raven group, and I was there from like day one, and I just went, oh, okay, new coin. There was nothing happening there, so I just forgot about it, and then I kind of jumped on. Like we kind of jumped on at the same time, like 2 or 3. It was maybe 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later. I'm actually not sure of Raven's price right now. Still about 4 cents. 600 Satoshis, yeah, it's hovering around that mark all the time. It's not really changing much. Pretty stable since that time it mooned. Moon. Yeah, so many new coins. That's the problem, isn't it? It's and it's also when do you? I was going to do a video about this maybe tomorrow or the next day, but I was wanting to do a video asking people when you should move on to a new coin, because I think that's an interesting topic as well. Like, once you've mined a few coins, should you move on to a different coin? You know, once you've mined 5,000 of this new speculative coin, do you move on to something else? Do you just keep mining it, even though, you know, there's the risk? I think I'm trying to spread my risk around a little bit, but don't know. We should call a coin called Button then. We could have Button Moon, promoted by Muldoon. Yes! I'll be the #1 guy for promoting that. I could be the shill. Diversify, yeah, that's the thing, but it is, I don't know, because obviously I think with Safecoin that I've been mining, I'm tempted to sell quite a lot of it once it hits an exchange, simply because the price could be good the first day or two. Dominic, I buy hardware a lot cheaper. So have you just been? Do you generally just cash out? Dominic, you just cash out the coins that you mine right away? Hugh Simpson, it's a scam. What are you referring to, Hugh? Diversify but don't dilute. That's a good quote, actually. I like that. What are you talking about, Hugh? Sorry, I just love saying that. You got me going there. You're right. It does grab attention when someone says that. Oh, you just start, but are you cashing in like every day, or are you saving some? Yeah, the 1 week ago. I think me and Nolly started about the same time mining, and I think it was like 2.5 cents at the time. I mean, I don't know whether I should sell some. I was actually, when I was looking at Bitcoin the other day, I was thinking, you know what, I could actually sell some Raven coin, and just convert some to Bitcoin, and just kind of. I don't have much Bitcoin. Like nearly all my money's in altcoins, so it'd be good to store up some Bitcoin at one point. Electronium, yeah, I was never really inspired by that because of the phone thing. It's like a phone app. Ethereum has been dying. Ethereum has been dying, isn't it? It's been going down a lot. This price is still going up. It's insane. Look at this, guys. Look at this. $7.21. This is insane. $7.21. Hex is mooning. It is going very, very high. That'll be theirs now. I've sold it. Ethereum is doing fine. Is Ethereum not dropped in price quite a bit? Kennedy, hold any Vertcoin? No, I don't know. I don't have any Vertcoin. No. Everything under $20 will be a disappointment. I don't think I agree with that. Jetta Sunchin's trouser press. Are you buying some dye? Are you buying some Hex from Cryptopia? This coin just keeps going up, man. Metaverse Entropy. No, I've not heard of those guys. I have not heard of those. What are they like? Hex will go up fast because of the total supply. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I honestly don't know. As I said, I mean, I don't feel like I've missed anything out. It's only went from $5 to $7 just now, but it's what happens tomorrow. I think that's the real, you know, whether it continues to go up in the next few days. And it's also important to remember that, you know, we saw this with Raven coin. You see with every new coin, there's always this boost at the start. You know, when everyone finds out about a coin, everyone wants to get in there. Everyone wants to get in there. But once it dies off, you know, after a few weeks, some people find another new coin and they think that's the next thing, and they start selling the coins to buy that coin and things like that. So you need to bear that in mind as well. So you try to send Bitcoin from Binance to Cryptopia. Good luck with that. There's a lot of coins with a relatively small supply, Bitcoin private, but they still aren't worth much. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, I think just about every single Equihash coin has got 21 million max supply. Coordinated pumps, unfortunately, it definitely could be, and that's and it doesn't even have to do anything with the team, you know. If there's people that are have got a lot of coins, and then they see a new team is taking over, then they could orchestrate, you know, a kind of marketing campaign to push the price up. Crypto's still the Wild West. That's the thing. It's still the Wild West. That's why I'm always kind of cautious when I see a price going up. But if you're too cautious, you miss out on a lot of good coins as well. Hugh Simpson just looked at Cryptopia. All the coins seem to have been pumped and dumped at one point. Whereabouts have you seen that? Where are you talking about the sell orders? Let me see. So amount. Someone had 1,448 there. So let me see. 50. Volume. Are you just looking at the volume, mate? Hugh, is that what you're looking at? Small total supply pump vulnerability. If you look at the peaks, I'm just trying to see if there was any, because you obviously get, like, there's someone sold 2,000 there. At 4. What was that? 2,000. That was at 400,000 satoshis. Is that right? No, that was. Am I reading that right? 400. Yeah, 400,000 satoshis. There's always guys who've got a lot. I mean, look at that one. 8,840 was sold at 252,000. And what we're at just now, we're at 105,000. Am I reading that right? 252,000. That's high. There's a lot of guys that have offloaded today. Yeah, without a doubt. There's someone bought. Look at that, 50. When I don't, you can't see the date though. Someone bought 11,000 when it was basically nothing. But I don't know how far that goes back. Welcome back, Aaron. Oh, was I reading that back to front there? Sell orders. Yeah, that's what people were selling. Yeah, that's what people want to sell at. Yeah, but oh, right. They've not actually. Yeah, so you're looking at the market orders. Sorry, got my head up my ass. I thought. Yeah, sorry. I was looking at that as if it was the market orders that went through. Right. You're right. I don't know why I was doing that. So it's only showing you since, you know, basically since it was at 100,000 satoshis. The night is our enemy on Coutopia, no stop loss limits. Thanks for clarifying that, Edward. I was being silly there. I should have been looking at the market history and not what people were trying to sell out or buy it. Yeah, as far as the coin mooning, it's mooning like crazy. It's dropped a little bit. There was over $7 there for a second. Good luck, Di. Good luck. I imagine you're in Coutopia. Just got to wait for confirmations now. Hi, Noob. Will it continue to moon? I don't know. You should know by now. I don't make calls like that in this channel, because whenever I do, they're nearly always wrong. But the coin has been doing very well. I've been watching it since it was like, I think it was about $4.50, $5 when someone told me about it on Twitter, and it has been going up. It has been going up a lot. If you had £1,000, what would you invest in? If I wanted to be safe, Bitcoin. You know, it's $7,000, whatever it is just now. I know it's a kind of boring answer, but I think if any coin is assured to go back up, it's Bitcoin. Whereas with other coins, you know, not as much guarantee. But £1,000, if you're willing to hold long term, I don't know. You know, I like the look of Raven coin because I've mined some of the coins, but there's a lot of kind of potential coins out there that look good. Kind of newer coins. I think Komodo's really cheap just now as well. Komodo's only $2.50. Komodo's a good coin as well. Crypto bridge in a few days. Might moon until then. It's all a gamble. Aaron, my last calls MNX and Bitcoin private took a dump, but OMG and LSK did well. Do you know when the fork will happen? In the white paper, they've got a thing here saying that Q3 2018, they're going to be planning to merge the Bitcoin blockchain with Zero Protocol. And they're saying that it's going to offshoot and it's going to be Bitcoin 0x and Hex, so the both of them will continue. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Nothing would surprise me, Di, if it did take you 30 days to get that. It's just as crazy how much this is going up though, isn't it? What we got here? Whoa, it just took a bit of a dump there, guys. Not a huge one, but it's been down from $7.12 to $6.57. Right, I need to zoom in here. So what's the market orders are? Yeah, it's dropped a little bit. Still good though. You can't react to every single, up or down. You need to kind of bear in mind that overall today this has done very well. Just wait on this coin. I think there'll be a lot of sorry bag holders. Too much in a little time. I mean, I'm kind of drawing parallels between what I've seen just now and what I've seen in the past. I saw that with Ravencoin, and when Ravencoin, I did a video about it. A lot of other excuse me, a lot of other YouTubers did a video about it. There was a lot of people talking about it in social media, and the price shot up. But then what we saw, well, people have got unrealistic expectations. Some people are like, oh, it didn't double in price today, and you're like, right. And it dropped from like 7-8 cents down to 4 cents, and it's sat at 4 cents. I suspect this coin it might level off where it is just now. It might go up even more, but then it might drop down a little bit. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because you get people that they're just trying to double their money, or they're trying to get in there. Fear of missing out kicks in. Some sort of nonsense going on with the Hex. Die, it's good it's coming down because it knows he's on the way. Nice to see one of these videos. For one, I'm already in for a change. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. The stream you're talking about. Sorry. It has 10x in 10 days. And what news, Kev? Sorry, Aaron. What are you talking about there? It has 10x in 10 days. Do you ever have a beer when you live stream? No, I don't. I'm actually thinking about giving up alcohol altogether after the other night. Because I had a lot. I don't drink as much. I've got a health issue that I shouldn't be drinking alcohol. The ask bid are pretty far apart, is why it jumps and dips seems so dramatic. Yeah. Edward Bishop, I think the most important question for how the Hex team is how they plan to mitigate the delay in getting exchange listings, and how they plan to pay for the listing fees. There was, in the white paper, they said something about there's a block reward goes to the developers. I think that's right, isn't it? Look at Z Classic Fork. Which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? Z Classic Fork? You talking about Bitcoin Private? If people counting the same with Hex, there's a lot of room to grow. It's still unknown. Yep. Its price has gone up by 10 times in 10 days. What was the news that pumped the price? If you look at the white paper, Aaron, basically this coin has been around since 2015, I think it is. And they actually say in the white paper, they kind of readily admit in the white paper that here it started 2015, it was abandoned. Someone took over in early 2017. They abandoned it, and basically a new team has taken over. So I don't know, maybe the developers have been buying a lot. Maybe the the word has got out that someone else is taking the team on, but see what happens. Would Z Classic ever fork again? Wouldn't surprise me. I think you know, I think I've made this mistake as well. Like when I looked at the Bitcoin private fork, I looked at, I drew parallels with what happened with Bitcoin Gold. You know, when Bitcoin Gold shot up to like $500 and now it's sitting like at $40, $50 or something. And I was drawing parallels to that, how it could spike in the first day and then go down. But historically, looking at what happened with a particular coin, it doesn't always seem to be a very good indication of what's going to happen the next time with a different coin. There's so many factors at play here. So it's really hard to read, man. Like, I think the longer you're in this, the more forks you see, the more you can draw parallels. But at the same time, you always have to remember the market doesn't do what you think it will do. It will do something different. Exactly. So why so much of an increase? Well, basically, if you go to hexcoin.net, basically it's a new team. They've got a masternodes, it's a privacy coin, and they're planning to do a hard fork as well. And they're just starting to promote it. People are starting to realize it is a new team. Word is getting out. And you know what it's like. You know what it's like, Aaron. You know, people hear about a coin, they tell two friends, and they tell two friends. And before you know it, it's like Wayne's World, where everyone knows. Too many coins. Nolly says we need reverse forks, multiple coins merging into one. Dai has signed up to Cryptopia and has defaulted his location to Afghanistan. The best way to look at all this is like a big gamble. Nothing is safe. Yeah, I think if you go in with that kind of attitude, I think that's a good thing. You know, it could go up, it could go down. If you see Sid, tell him. What's that from? Yeah, I think that's a good attitude to have. Because there isn't any guarantee with this coin, and the thing is, this could be the best coin in the world from a functionality point of view. But if people don't get behind it, or if people, you know, the market say, you know, people start, if people just decide to sell the coin and invest in another coin because a coin is shooting up, then it's kind of irrelevant whether it's got good functionality or not. JC, no gamble, this is guaranteed. Okay, I stand correct, or sit corrected rather. But like we did a couple of BitTruth. Hey Kevin, sorry for today's comment. You don't have to apologise. Nothing. You never said anything offensive. You never said anything bad, BitTruth. No need to apologise. I don't remember you saying anything wrong at all. I disagreed with what you were saying with because I think you suggest, basically BitTruth said a comment today. I was talking about John with the Bitcoin Twitter account, and I think you mentioned that could we see like people like John McAfee and things that having their account suspended, but you know the thing with Bitcoin was they were imitating someone else's. A reverse fork is not possible in a blockchain. You said trolling. Right. You know what? Were you trolling? I assume you weren't. Or were you? Were you trolling? I wasn't sure. I honestly wasn't sure whether you were trolling me or not. This is the problem from my point of view. You get so many people leaving trolling comments, like your radar sometimes is off. BitTruth was talking about, like I left a video, I was talking about Roger Ver loses his Bitcoin account. BitTruth said, wow, Twitter has a serious problem even with big crypto figures. That's really worrying. He also said, but such an act by a big tech company which nearly knows what cryptocurrency is might terminate others like Charlie Lee, John McAfee or Satoshi Nakamoto. I thought he was just trolling me when he said that. I didn't realise you'd left another comment. I've not replied to that yet. But that's what BitTruth was referring to there. How to see a coin listing on an exchange? What do you mean? How do you mean? How do you see a coin listing on an exchange? Yeah, that's right, Aaron. You know, Bitcoin Private came alive, and Z Classic and Bitcoin chains are still there. Yeah. I'm refreshing this page again because the price keeps going up and down. I'm as well just going to, I'm as well going directly to Cryptopia, aren't I? Yeah, it's back up over 100,000 Satoshis again. So people try to sell 100,000, 101. Up and down like a horse draws. How to see news about an exchange. One of the best ways is just to follow them on Twitter and hit the little bell icon, and you'll get like updates on your phone whenever they add a new coin. Explain what a fork is. I'm quite confused. Let me see the best way to explain this. My understanding of it is that, you know, if you've got a coin, you can take the coin in a different direction at a certain point. So you can change the algorithm. You can, you know, it's like you've got the blockchain, the big line with all the transactions, all the ledger. And then at this point you could say, well, we're going to create a new coin, and it's a hard fork. And what that means is if say you're talking about a coin that's got 10 million, you know, coins already, then that new coin would start with the 10 million coins. And a lot of time the hard fork comes, they call it something new. But we've seen with Monero, they've hard forked and, you know, they're changing it so that it's ASIC resistance. Like in an easy way, like Crypto Pigeon Coin, I want to know when it will get listed. You're going to have to look at Pigeon Coin's website and you know, speak to the developers as far as that goes. Is Bitcoin Cash forkable? Just curious. I think every single coin's forkable. Sorry, Hugh, did I explain that well? I don't know if that makes sense. You know, like someone might be able to explain that better. But if you've got like a particular coin, in fact, where's that article I shared today with Verge? No problem, Bitruth. Speak to you later. Right, so I listed. Let's see if I can find this. So as far as forks go, this is Monero, right? So Monero is forking. It's kind of forking into 5 coins, actually. You know, that's technically what's happening here. You've got the original Monero, and Monero, to make it ASIC resistant, they're going to change it so that ASIC miners can't mine it anymore. So I think, what's the new algorithm called? Is it Crypto Night 7 or something? That's right, isn't it? Crypto Night 7. Now, because people have bought ASIC machines, I assume, others are forking the coin. So if we look at Monero, right? So Monero circulating supply, you know, 15 million, right? 16 million, right? So you've got 16 million there. Every one of these coins at the point it's forked will have 16 million. But down the line, you know, so they've all got the 16 million coins, and most of these, I think Monero V was offering 10 to 1. Some of them are offering a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you held 100 Monero, you would get, say if it was all 1-to-1, you would get 100 Monero Zero, 100 Monero Original, 100 Monero Classics, 2 different coins, and you would still have your original Monero coins, and you'd still have the new coins. But also in the ledger, all the previous transactions would still be visible in the blockchain. Reddit is only good if you read topics from the developer teams. Every sub is full of moon kids, and I would advise you to not look in there from hodlers. They tend to be very unrealistic. Aaron Winterberg, the information in a blockchain is shared to another blockchain. Is how a hard fork works. A soft fork changes the information completely in the blockchain of that coin without sharing to another. So Aaron, I don't think I'm understanding that right. A soft fork changes the information completely in the blockchain of that coin without sharing to another. Right, so a soft fork would be, for example, if Monero had... Is that... Would you call that... I wouldn't call that... What Monero happened? Like the Monero fork. But they called the Monero fork a hard fork, were they not? Were they not calling what Monero did? So Monero went from version 11 to version 12. Version 12 is resistant to ASIC miners. But would you call... Like, these ones are hard forks, but would you call this one a soft fork? It's not a true hard fork. Right, it's a soft fork. Right, okay. Right, thanks for clarifying that. I didn't know that. That's a good explanation. Right, so basically what they've done as a soft fork is they've changed the algorithm. They've changed it, you know, to Crypto Night 7. There are not two versions of the coin. That's, yeah, very good point. But these ones, you know, those are the hard forks. Yeah. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah, that's good. That makes a lot of sense, actually. It's because every, you know, I mean, look at this article. Monero just hard forked. You know, everyone's calling it a hard fork, but you're right. It does make sense it's a soft fork. No, it says the girl next door needs a hard fork. Seeing the price going down a little bit for Hex. Down to 97. Still good though. Still good. It's just a little dirty. It's just a little airborne. It's still good. No problem, Aaron. I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway. Because it's been a couple of hours. Is it a pump, Amsterdam? What do you think, guys? It's definitely mooning. I mean, you could say it definitely... There's always pumping that goes on when this happens, you know, when a coin moons. You know, because people circulate positive rumours about what's going to happen and all that, and people start believing in it. But, you know, there's obviously a team behind this that are actually doing something, and they've taken a coin that was dead and they're going to develop it. But it's still speculation at this point. You know, people just want to... So many people always want to get in there at the start that they're willing to, you know, dive in there. Jump in there head first. I don't know if it will, Knowledge. You're saying it'll be back down to nothing when you wake up tomorrow. I think it could drop tomorrow. I'm always wrong on these things. You guys know that by now. But I think it could drop over the next few days when the initial kind of, you know, the hysteria about it all goes down. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, because long term, you know, you need to think long term with these coins, especially if the hard fork is like Q3. So you're talking 6 months away or something, or 4 or 5 months away. But there's always a hysteria at the start, and then people don't like to hodl for months or years. People want to get returns quickly. Dai's sending money to Cryptopia, but it's still unconfirmed. They're very slow with the confirmations, I found, and they don't really give you a lot of information about it. Hex will go to the moon because Knowledge didn't buy any. Yeah, that's what happens. I've not bought any either, so that means it's going to go up to like $50 tomorrow. Gem is mining Monero and Raven. They're about the same profits at the moment. Right, okay. I've not actually been checking Monero as far as mining it goes. See. More of an AMD thing. Monero, yeah. Yeah, it's not coming up in anything for me. Not at all. Is Raven still profitable though, as far as mining goes? I don't know if it is. I was always taught investing, buy low and sell just below the peak. No one knows where the peak is, that's the thing. Hex was very cheap a few weeks ago. Yeah. It was dead a few weeks ago. You know, it wasn't really being developed. Right, guys, I'm going to tie up the stream at this because it's kind of late. I'm kind of hungry. I'm going to sit back and chill. So, just as a kind of reminder what this stream was about, I just wanted to kind of talk about Hex because it was mooning. It was a new coin. I didn't know much about it. So, we have talked about other coins, but predominantly the focus has been on Hexxcoin. So, the interesting thing, keep tabs on this over the next few days, guys, if you want. Wow, it's been down again. Right, so this, maybe Nollis is right. I think we are going to see it drop down a little bit. We always see this with coins when there's a lot of people buying. So it's dropped down a little bit already. We'll see what happens, you know, where it goes tomorrow, where it goes the next day. But it is a new coin, so it could pump again. They've got a roadmap and things like that, but I'm going to speak to the team and I'll see if they would like to do a video on a live stream one day. We'll find out more information about it because obviously it's a new coin. Still a lot of things here that we don't know much about. And then we'll see what happens. But check out hexcoin.net. There's a white paper there that tells you a little bit more information about what they're trying to do. They're on Twitter as well. They're trying to, I think they're going to be on Crypto Bridge in the next few days, so we'll be getting traded there as well. And if you want to follow what's happening, well, it's on Cryptopia. It's down to 94,000 now, down from 100 or so. But could go back up, could go down. I don't know. When did the fork happen? Amsterdam, Holland. Are you talking about the fork? The fork of what? Of that? This coin has a planned fork at the end of, you know, Q3. So what's that? July, August, September, October. So that'd be August, September, October. Good indicator to find the peak is look at past ups and downs, but unfortunately it's hard with cryptocurrency. I know. The thing is, you see a lot of these traders and they're always drawing graphs and they always say that they sold at the all-time high and they bought the dip. You know, they try to... A lot of these guys aren't what... You know, they're not who they're trying to portray. Fork of Hex. If you look at the white paper, down the bottom it says about... If this ever loads up. It's going to fork into a coin called Bitcoin 0x. But this is the thing. I don't understand why they are going to fork it. They're trying to... The plan is to merge it with the Bitcoin blockchain. But I don't know if they're just doing this to capitalize on the Bitcoin name, just like other coins have done it. But they say that both coins will will continue independently. But I'd rather a team just focused on the one coin. Saying from the start they're going to split the coin and do two different things. That actually doesn't fill me with confidence. But, you know, if I talk to the guys, I'll ask them about that. We'll see what they say about that. I'd personally, I think they'll be spreading themselves thin. And if it is, you know, if both coins continue, well, fine. But at the very least, you'd want the coin to be taken over by a different team. You know, because it's hard enough to maintain one coin, you know, develop it and maintain it, keep it bug-free and maintain the wallets and exchanges and all that. Double that, you've got two coins, twice as much work. You know, does look good. We'll see what happens though. You know, at this point we're just kind of looking at what the coin can do, what it could potentially do in the future. Just like the price again. Price is dropping even more. It's down at 90 now. We'll see what happens though, guys. We'll see what happens. Things can change very quickly, as you guys know. Right, guys. So, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who watched. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified of new streams, or follow me on Twitter. Thanks to the guys from the team from Hex who dropped by. I was hoping they would have answered a little bit more questions on the stream in the comment area, but they didn't seem to want to do that. But hopefully I'll be able to talk to them in another video, you know, can set up a Skype call or something. I'd like to see more transparency from them, because right now, absolutely no one's, you know, put their name to this yet. And I'd like to see videos. I'd like to see live streams. I'd like to see a little bit more transparency. I think that helps. Yeah, so this has mainly been about Hex, but guys, you know, I'll do some different streams about different topics the next time. We'll shoot the breeze. We'll talk about cryptocurrency, because crypto is absolutely mental. Honestly, don't know what's going on. Every week, something crazier happens. Price goes the wrong way. Coins are being forked. People are getting caught scamming. It's crazy, but I love it. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate everyone who's dropped by to watch. I really do appreciate everyone who's, you know, took the time to comment. I'll try and do some more streams for you guys soon. Take it easy, guys. And as always, if I start mining a different coin, I think from now on, if I start mining a different coin, you know, I'll just do a video about it, and I'll let you guys know what I'm mining and why. So I'll do that in the future as well. So yeah, have a great one, guys. Enjoy the football tomorrow night and Wednesday night if you're watching it. And I'll speak to you all next live stream, whatever that may be. End the stream with me not being able to talk. That's always fun. Right, guys, time for me to get a wee snack before bed. Catch you later on, guys. Take care. Cheers.